another session of songs and rhymes and a story as well. We're going to have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That'll be nice to look forward to, won't it? Right, what do we do to get started? First of all, we have a little wave. Hello everyone, nice to see you all. And then we sing the hello song. Are you ready to start? If you're little, you can have a bit of help. If you're big, you can pat your knees yourself. Ready? Hello everyone, glad that you could come. Hello everyone, glad that you could come. I'm glad that you could come. I'm glad that you could come. Right, ready. I think we'll have a nice gentle one to start with. This is a lovely one for you to look at your little one's face or your bigger one. You ready? It goes eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin. Eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin. Cheeky, cheeky, chin, nose, eyes. Eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin. Cheeky, cheeky, chin, nose, eyes. It's hard to do unless you really concentrate. Eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin. Cheeky, cheeky, chin, nose, eyes. Eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin. Cheeky, cheeky, chin, nose, eyes. My little grandson likes that one. Right, let's see. What are we having next? Iggly, piggly, wriggly, rose. Under your chin and up to your nose. Right, so this is a good one to do lots of tickles on your tummy. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, rose. Under your chin and up to your nose. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, roo. Close your eyes and peekaboo. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, wren. Down to your toes and back again. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, ree. Tickle, tickle on your knee. Should we like that one again? Iggly, piggly, wriggly, rose. Under your chin and up to your nose. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, roo. Close your eyes and peekaboo. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, wren. Down to your toes and back again. Iggly, piggly, wriggly, ree. Tickle, tickle on your knee. Well done, Bookbug. Were you giggling? I think you were. Right, I think we'll have one that we haven't done before. It's got a bear in it. And it's got some other animals, but we'll wait and see. It's the bear that went over the mountain. Do you know that one? So we've got a lovely bear to start with. The bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. But all that he could see, was the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Who else would like to go over the mountain? That's the bear bean. Maybe one of these. Oh, you know what this is, don't you? That's right, it's a sheep. The sheep's going to go over the mountain this time. The sheep went over the mountain, the sheep went over the mountain, the sheep went over the mountain to see what he could see. But all that he could see, was the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Right, who next? Oh, somebody's shouting over here. Bookbug wants to go over the mountain, don't you? Are you ready? Bookbug went over the mountain, Bookbug went over the mountain, Bookbug went over the mountain to see what he could see. But all that he could see, was the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain, the other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Wow, you could do any animal that you wanted, couldn't you? That was fun. Right, now I think we'll do some bouncy ones. You need to sit on a knee for this one. And it goes like this. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse, over the fields we go. Rickety, rickety, rickety horse, whoa, whoa, whoa. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse, over the fields we go. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse, whoa, whoa, whoa. We holding on tight? Let's go. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse, over the fields we go. Rickety, rickety, rockety horse, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, what about this one? Another one that's a bit like riding on a horse. Well, it is. It's ride a horse down to town. Ride a horse, whoops, fall down. Ride a horse down to town. Ride a horse, whoops, fall down. Let's go. Ride a horse down to town. Ride a horse, whoops, fall down. Oh, after all that jumping around, I think it would be time to have a little sit down and have a story. So, the story is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We hope you enjoy it. The story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, in a cottage in the woods, there lived three bears. A big one, that was a daddy. A middle-sized one, that was a mummy. And a wee tiny one, that was a baby. They enjoyed their lives in the woods and nobody ever bothered them. One morning, they got ready and made the porridge for breakfast. It was Daddy's turn. He got a big bowl for himself with a big spoon and a middle-sized bowl with a middle-sized spoon for Mummy Bear and a wee tiny one with a wee tiny spoon for the baby. And he put the porridge in the bowls and he said to Mummy and Baby that it was time for breakfast. Mummy came along and said, "Oh no, it's far too hot. I think we should go for a walk. And then when we come back, it would be just the right temperature." That's a good idea, isn't it? So, Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear and Baby Bear went off for a walk in the woods, leaving their porridge to cool. On the other side of the woods, there lived a little girl called Goldilocks. She was called Goldilocks because she had lovely yellow hair. One day she went for a walk in the woods, even though her mummy had told her not to go far from home. And as she was walking and following the path, she saw a cottage. She thought, I wonder who lives there. She opened the door and went into the kitchen. There was nobody there. Goldilocks saw the bowls of porridge on the table and thought, that walk's made me quite hungry. I think I might see what's for breakfast. And she went over to the table and she looked at all the bowls of porridge. She tried the big bowl of porridge. Oh no, it was too salty. She tried the middle-sized bowl of porridge. Oh, it was too sweet. She tried the little bowl of porridge and oh, it was so yummy. She ate it all up and she scraped the bowl as well till there was none left. Oh, I'm a bit full now, thought Goldilocks. I think I need a little sit down. And so off she went into the living room to find a nice chair to sit on. Goldilocks came into the living room and saw 3 chairs. A big one, a middle-sized one, and a little baby one. Just right for having a little rest after all my porridge, she said. She sat on the first one. Oh, that's no good. It's too hard, she thought. So she jumped down and she got onto the next one, the middle-sized one. Oh no, this one's no good, she said. It's too soft. I'm nearly falling off. And then she saw the little one in the middle, the teeny weeny one. And she sat down on it hard. Oh no. She broke it. Oh dear, thought Goldilocks. Oh well, never mind. She She wasn't a very thoughtful girl. I think it might be better if I have a little snooze. I think I'll go and find the bedroom. And off she went upstairs. The first bed she found when she climbed the stairs was a very big bed. And she climbed on it and sat down and thought, I'm not really sure if this is comfy enough. She laid her head on the pillow. No, that was no good at all. Too hard, she thought. So she jumped off and she went to find another bed. The next bed she found looked much more comfy. She climbed on it. Oh, and she sank right into it. This feels much comfier, she thought. She laid her head on the pillow. Oh, she couldn't get comfy. Oh, no, I know. It's too soft, she thought. So she jumped off the bed and went to look for another one. The last little bed she found was a little small one, a bit like a cot. Oh, she thought, I could climb in there and snuggle up, and I'm sure it would be nice and comfy. Oh, so she climbed in and she tucked herself into the covers. Oh, and fell fast asleep. I think she might have even snored. While Goldilocks slept upstairs, the bears came back from their walk, all ready for their breakfast. They came into the kitchen and they looked at the bowls of porridge. Daddy Bear looked at his bowl and he said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." And Mummy looked in her middle-sized bowl and said, "Somebody's been eating my porridge." And Baby Bear looked into his little bowl and said, "Somebody's eaten my porridge and they've eaten it all up and it's all gone and there's none for me." Oh dear, thought Mummy and Daddy. Somebody is in our house. I wonder who it can be. I think we better go and look and see if we can find out what's happening. The three bears went into the living room and had a look at the chairs. I wonder what's been going on, they thought. Daddy looked at his big chair and said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And Mummy said, she looked at her medium chair and she said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair." And Baby Bear looked at his chair, all broken on the floor, and said, "Somebody's been sitting in my chair and they've broken it. Oh no!" He was very sad. So Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear and Baby Bear decided they needed to go upstairs to find out what was happening, because there was someone in their house. So off they went upstairs. Into the bedroom they came, Mummy Bear, Daddy Bear and Baby Bear. Daddy Bear looked at his big bed. He thought, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, but they're not here now." Mummy Bear looked at her bed and said, "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, but they're not there now." They went over to Baby Bear's bed and had a look, and Baby Bear said, "Somebody's sleeping in my bed, and they're still in there, and they're fast asleep and snoring." Oh no! What were they going to do? They were just having a bit of a think about it when Goldilocks heard them talking, jumped up out of bed, took one look at them and shouted, "Help!" And off she ran down the stairs and away through the door and away through the woods, back to her own house, back to her Mummy and Daddy. And she stayed safely there. And the three bears lived in their house. Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear and Baby Bear happily ever after. Well, Bookbug, did you enjoy that story all about Goldilocks and the Three Bears? I did. It was really good. Did you eat some porridge as well? Maybe. Right, let's see what we're going to have next. I think we'll have Little Peter Rabbit. And I've got a little rabbit here. And he's got his whiskers. Can you see his whiskers here? Oh, and he's got his little floppy ears. It's a very nice rabbit, isn't he? Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose, so he flipped it and he flopped it and the fly flew away. Floppy ears and curly whiskers, floppy ears and curly whiskers, floppy ears and curly whiskers, and he flipped it and he flopped it and the fly flew away. I think Bookbug wants to have a go. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose. Little Peter Rabbit had a fly upon his nose, so he flipped it and he flopped it and the fly flew away. Floppy ears and curly whiskers, floppy ears and curly whiskers, floppy ears and curly whiskers, so he flipped it and he flopped it and the fly flew away. Woohoo! One of my favourites. Right, how about climbing on the knee and have a little cuddle? Time for a Bosie, time for Ali Bally. Are you ready? Ali Bally bee, sitting on your mummy's knee, greeting for a wee bobby to buy some Coulter's candy. Ali Bally bee, sitting on your daddy's knee, waiting for a wee bobby to buy some Coulter's candy. Oh dear, I said waiting instead of greeting. I think we need to do that one again. Come on, Bookbug. Ali Bally bee, sitting on your daddy's knee, greeting for a wee bobby to buy some Coulter's candy. Good. Right, maybe you can tell some stories using your toys and see what fairy stories that you could do. And you could tell the stories for your brothers and sisters and have a little show. See how you get on. Right, so let's say bye-bye to everybody. And we'll pat our knees and say bye-bye and say see you again another day. Goodbye everyone, glad that you could come. Goodbye everyone, glad that you could come. I'm glad that you could come. I'm glad that you could come. Bye-bye everyone.